hits all night.
Valdes-Scantling, better known as MVS. You can see it, man. He's pumped here. He gets up from that catch, ready to talk some game here, ready to do a little chirping. You know, everyone loves that, and everyone loves this guy. If you're a Green Bay Packers fan, you know there's some question marks on the offense this year. Who's going to be the number 2 guy is the question everyone's asking. Davante Adams has been drawing double coverage regularly. MVS has a big game week 1. Another guy by the name of Geronimo Allison has a big game week 2. And, fantasy owners are scratching their head. But we're not going to jump into all that. Purpose of this channel and in this video specifically is to break down this big play between Aaron Rodgers and MVS. So to set the scene for you guys, start of the second quarter, Green Bay has been unable to move the ball the entire first quarter. No points on the board. Chicago's been playing stout D, and that's really due to their scheme and the players they have on that side of the ball. They run a base 3-4 defense. The 3 interior defense linemen here with their hands down, that's the 3 part, and then the 4 is the 4 linebackers in the shell surrounding them. It actually looks like there's 5 down linemen here you might see, but those 2 outside guys, they're actually linebackers, and they'll float back into a seam curl flat coverage, or sometimes they'll edge rush. You know, this is a major problem for the Packers. They were unable to get anything going. So I think that Rodgers is talking to the offensive coordinator, Matt LaFleur, and they want to take a deep shot here. The problem is Aaron Rodgers can't just drop back because Rodgers got sacked 5 times in this game. So what are they going to do? They're going to create time with play action fake here. And as you can see, they get a fake zone right look. Davante's really there as a safety valve. Same with this pulling tight end here. He's really there to make sure Leonard Floyd here, who had 2 sacks on the game, isn't coming to give Aaron Rodgers any trouble. Just basically creating a little bit more of a pocket for him. But you can see that the defense really went with this zone fake here. And it set up Aaron Rodgers for some time, which he didn't have all game. Another thing here important to note is if you look at the bottom of the screen, it's 1st and 10. Catching the Bears a little bit off guard, and this is always a wrinkle you want to throw in. You don't want to be predictable, and this is something that Rodgers and LaFleur executed here really well. So Aaron Rodgers make this play action fake, comes around, snaps his head up, and his first read, what he's looking for is those safeties, right? His first option is actually MVS on that post route we're going to get into. But just the execution on this, I wanted to give you guys a little perspective on just what Aaron Rodgers is seeing when he comes off this play action fake, give you a better understanding of what made this play work. So to do this, I wanted to provide this footage to you guys. This is something I grabbed from University of Pittsburgh practice. Tom Savage, who I believe is a quarterback in the NFL now, wore a GoPro for the whole practice, and this is just one play in which he did a play action fake, kind of similar to Aaron Rodgers. This is more of a power scheme here, but Tom Savage snaps his head up just like Aaron Rodgers, and this would be what he's looking at, right? And this would give me an idea of just how difficult it is to execute a play like this. Back to the film. Aaron Rodgers comes off this play action fake, and his first read, this is a shot play. They're trying to take advantage, get a big gain here. His first look is MVS on this deep post. And his first read are these 2 safeties. You obviously have Eddie Jackson in the back of that Bears defense. Amazing free safety. He's splitting the field with normally what would be HaHa Clinton-Dix as strong safety. But Deion Bush just happened to be in the game at this point. And maybe LaFleur and Rodgers were looking to take advantage of having the less experienced Deion Bush in the game. So Rodgers sees the shallow safety, and he knows he can make this throw. And there's 3 reasons why he knows he can make this throw. The first 2 are his ability. His arm and his quick release. He knows he can get that ball out in front of Deion Bush there. And the final thing is the trust he has in MVS that he developed over this past year, and something he's been actually pretty vocal about. So the final thing I wanted to break down for you guys execution-wise was MVS's route from the clip from the beginning of this video that he was so hyped about. We're gonna take a look at that clip again and break this down. For MVS, there was some good and some, not so good things in this route. The first of which is his release. So off the snap of the ball, he has pretty tight coverage here. Prince Amukamara is the cover corner. He's playing a soft man. He bails on the snap, which causes some problems here for MVS because his goal for this route is to create some separation. And with Prince bailing deep, he's kind of anticipated where this route's going. The good things first for MVS is the inside release and the shoulder dip. That's pretty standard. You can see here trying to get on top and stack Prince. He's not going to be able to because Prince is an NFL corner. He's fast. He's a good cover corner. Something that I didn't think was so ideal was MVS comes back into Prince and Prince is able to get his hands on him. I think really he's got to do a better job of hand fighting there, and he can't let Prince slow him down like that. Something good here is MVS actually creates separation twice. First is with the old Michael Irvin forearm shiver there, which the refs is gonna let the boys play most of the time. And the second is actually a group effort between Aaron Rodgers and MVS. Aaron Rodgers actually underthrows his ball a little, which you wouldn't think is ideal, but it allows MVS to flatten out his route suddenly. And Prince isn't really ready for him to flatten out his route. Prince is trying to play catch up, right? And he's headed for a point on the field in which he thinks MVS is going. But MVS flattens out his route suddenly at the top of the route. Prince kind of, his momentum takes him past the point at which the ball is coming in. This is kind of why they teach DBs to turn and look and find the ball and play the ball. Rodgers and MVS team up here to make this play happen. And something I talked about in the beginning of this video is the trust between the two. And this is on display here, and this is why MVS has earned his trust, is because he goes up and he attacks this ball and comes down with it, which is definitely something to be hyped about.